Welcome to Portland!
So as you can see from the introduction there, we decided to head off for around 10 days to Portland in Oregon. Fantastic city, beautiful state and a lovely part of the US. And as you can see, we saw things like Multnomah Falls. And then we experienced the culture of beer brewing, and not a big IPA fan myself, but there were a whole host of dark ales as well, which is music to my ears. The fantastic Deschutes brewery there in town, to the splendour and tranquility of the Japanese gardens. If you fancy getting into the Zen zone for a few minutes, this is a beautiful place to go. I highly recommend it. And for those fans of two wheels and three wheels, there are a fantastic array of bike shops and trike shops actually in Portland. This one particularly caught my eye in downtown, West End Bikes. Had a really interesting chat with the owner, who was a fantastically friendly guy. I forget his name, I will find out. But he had some very forthright views on how the US population was growing in size exponentially and not taking advantage of bikes. And it was an interesting conversation for sure. And suffice to say, the food was incredible, vegan everything, donuts, burgers, ice cream, fantastic. And we took a break from stuffing our faces to go to the fantastic Providence Park Stadium to witness an excellent game between Portland Timbers and San Jose Earthquakes. Really highly recommend this place if you come to Portland. And back to the most important thing again, the beer.
14% dark ale. Actually the dream.
And we still managed to squeeze in a visit to the magnificent Pacific City on the west coast, where we saw this enormous dune. What a dream.
No fat bike, no problem. No. No.
But prior to that, I had booked us some secret tickets for something on our very first day in Portland.
So today we're in Portland, in Sauvie Island, just to the northeast of Portland, downtown Portland, and we're heading off to the Pacific Trike Fest, the first event I think that's been held of this type. It's being hosted, I believe, by Recumbent PDX, who are a big recumbent tricycle and bicycle shop in Portland, downtown Portland. And there's going to be lots of trikes there to look at and test, and lots of people to talk to. So follow us down and let's see what it's all about.
And you can only imagine how pleased I was to see the Utah Trike's quad trike. Been looking at this one for ages online. I do have a fat trike, but this one has four wheels, so it's instantly superior. In a very fetching army green as well.
Talking of gimbals, let's just look at that. Oh, this is gimbals with an HD table in the front. That's cool. Really nice.
And this was the Cat Trike Villager, I believe.
Boom is not big enough for my legs, so it's moving everywhere.
And this had a more upright position, so probably better for people with accessibility issues. I think this was the Cat Trike Trail model, which is more like a bike touring setup.
Look at this. So easy. Sunseeker Fat Tad 20-inch.
Now I love anything with a fat tyre, however the fact this had grip shifters was a major negative for me. Add some trigger shifters in there, this would be a quality product.
Not at all. This is even lighter than my road bike.
Not quite, it's about 16 kilograms, but it felt exceptionally light and brisk on the move.
Even going uphill, it felt unbelievably easy for a recumbent. These are 20s or are they 16s? 20. Can't see. I think they're 20s. And then a 26 on the back. So 26, 29. 70. No heavier than a cross-country bike.
I guess you can choose either side.
So comfortable as well.
Yeah.
This one can.
So it's got 30 gears. So ridden these two Cat Trikes. This one, the Expedition, is really comfortable, really nicely made. I think it's got suspension at the back, is it? No, so it's rigid, but obviously you've got the kind of more hybrid setup, knobbly tyres at the front and the back, more for touring, this one. But you've obviously, these dual pedals are pretty cool. You've got clipless pedals on one side and then flats on the other, so that's really useful. But this one, this Cat Trike is it's basically like a road rig. It's so light, it's incredible. I just can't believe how light this thing is. You could fit that quite easily in the back of a hatchback or something. But then this one, so this is the HP Velotechnic, basically like a mountain bike essentially, knobbly tyres, suspension front and back.
Yeah.
Really cool.
You should take the hand bike for a ride if you need
And as per the invitation, I did take the handbike for a ride.
to work out. Keep battering my arms.
And suffice to say, it didn't take much persuasion for me to be coerced into going into the electric version of this amazing handbike. Awesome power.
The e-hand bike with a hub-driven motor, and I'm in 5th. Look at this. Got to ride the British offering. As you can see from my somewhat awkward gait, this is a kid's trike. And I'm in the wrong gear again. But big up to KMX, British made. Power. I've just ridden probably 10 trikes, I would have thought, and the best by far, even though they were all awesome in their own unique and individual ways, were the two hand cycles that you saw, hand trikes. So the first one was a manual one, so that was the guy was saying, by the way, Freedom Cycles is the company that makes them. I'll put a link in the description below. But the guy was saying that actually it's not just people with
mobility impairments or issues with their legs that use those. It's actually professional athletes like swimmers, bodybuilders, who are trying to get the balance between the leg workout on an ordinary bike and the hand workout on the hand cycle, and that is seriously tough, even going on the flat. But aerodynamically, you're almost horizontal, laid back, it's like a bed, but you really feel it. But the E version of that, I think, had a 350 watt hub motor with a 600 watt battery, I think it was, but the power on level 5 is insane. You could do maybe 30 miles an hour uphill if you tried on that. So that's got to be the highlight of the day, I think. But all in all, it's been fantastic. Really good day out and well worth the $12, I think. So thumbs up.
Anyway guys, I hope you found some, or if not all of that video, informative, useful and perhaps inspiring to make you try a recumbent or a hand cycle, or even, dare I say, visit Portland. If you do have any questions about anything in the video, please feel free to drop me a message below and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. And feel free to subscribe, thumbs up, like the channel. Thanks guys.